All right, let's talk about something that might feel, well, a little too real for a lot of us. It's that moment in life when things stop feeling like a series of separate challenges, and instead it feels like they've all converged into one giant, perfect storm.
I mean, really, does it? Just pause and think about that for a second. That feeling when it's not just one thing going wrong, but it feels like everything is hitting you all at once.
For a lot of us, it kind of creeps in at work first. You know, that career path that you were so sure about, suddenly it feels foggy, uncertain, maybe even, dare I say, completely unfulfilling.
And of course, it doesn't just stop at the office door, right? At the exact same time, you might start feeling a real strain in your relationships. Suddenly, little things feel like big things, and that easy connection you used to have just feels hard.
And then, to top it all off, there's your own health. You look in the mirror, or you just notice how you feel, and your body seems different. It just doesn't bounce back the way it used to. And there it is, the perfect trifecta: your career, your relationships, and your health, all under fire at the same time.
And this is really where you see how it all stacks up. It's that classic when it rains, it pours feeling, isn't it? It's not just in your head, your actual body is changing, your sleep isn't really restorative anymore, the career feels empty, and just when the stress is piling up higher and higher, it feels like your support system is shrinking. It's a total cascade.
And the end result of all this? Well, it's this overwhelming feeling that you're just breaking down. And not just in one area, but on every single level, physically, mentally, and emotionally. If you're nodding along right now, you know exactly how heavy that feeling is. This isn't just a bad week. It's a full-on system overload.
So what do we do when this happens? We do what anyone would do. We start searching, looking everywhere for a quick fix, a life hack, another podcast, maybe just scrolling for hours to find a distraction, really anything to just numb that discomfort for a little while. But you and I both know that doesn't actually fix the root problem, does it?
And here's the thing. This is the part that really matters. The way out of this storm isn't a hack. It's not a Band-Aid. Real lasting change only comes when you go deeper, when you start to identify and completely change the deep-seated patterns that are driving your life.
And the amazing thing is, there's actually a science-backed path forward. And it's not some complicated, impossible system. It's actually a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, you have to recognize the patterns you're stuck in. Then, you learn how to interrupt them. And finally, you start consciously creating new patterns that actually serve you and your goals.
And this isn't just some feel-good idea, okay? This is based on real, hard science. It's all about something called neuroplasticity, which is basically just a fancy word for your brain's incredible ability to physically rewire itself. You can literally form new connections in your brain to fix that broken communication with your body. It's how you make changes that actually stick. But look, knowing the science is one thing. Actually navigating this kind of storm, well, that often takes a guide. Someone who not only gets the science, but has actually walked this path herself. So I want you to meet Dr. Simarata Dillon. She's all about helping people turn that burnout into a true breakthrough.
Now, Dr. Dillon isn't just someone who's read the books. I mean, we're talking about a scientist with 2 decades of experience in high-pressure, high-achievement fields. She's a Harvard-trained wellness strategist who's dug deep into the neuroscience and lifestyle medicine behind these exact kinds of life transitions. She knows her stuff.
But what makes her story so powerful is that her expertise isn't just from a lab. It's from her own life. As she says here, if you looked at her from the outside, you would have thought she had it all figured out. All the accomplishments, the recognition, the whole package.
But here's what was really going on. On the inside, she was facing that very same storm. She was completely running on empty, silently burning out, caught in the exact same kind of overwhelming loop that so many of us find ourselves in.
Wow. I mean, just listen to that reframe. That is so powerful. What felt like a breakdown wasn't. For her, it was her body, her entire system, finally forcing a conversation that she'd been putting off for way too long. It wasn't a breakdown, it was a breakthrough.
And that's exactly what she does today. That's her entire mission. She takes all of that complex science and all of her own personal experience, and she translates it into simple, doable strategies that help professionals just like you navigate their own transitions, hopefully without having to hit rock bottom first. So that brings us back to you. Where do you go from here? The good news is, the path forward starts with just one single step, right from where you are today. It's all about choosing that next step.
There are basically two main ways to work with Dr. Dillon. For some people, what they really need is that deep, personalized one-on-one support to tackle all these things at once. For others, they thrive in a small group setting, learning with other professionals who are going through the exact same thing.
I just love this quote because it hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's not about what you should have done or could have done. That's the past. It's all about the power you have right now, in this moment. You can't rewrite the beginning of your story, but you absolutely have the power to change the ending.
So what's that very first concrete step you can take? It's something called a strategy call. It's a focused 30-minute one-on-one call where you can get crystal clear on your biggest challenges and actually map out a path forward. It's a hugely valuable first step, and it is completely free.
Look, it's time to stop looking for hacks and distractions. This is your chance for real, meaningful change. If you're ready to stop just surviving the storm and actually start navigating your way out of it, then go ahead and book your free strategy call. It's time to start changing your ending.